Okay, how's everybody doing today? It's October 11th, 1:12 p.m. here in San Diego, California. So I want to come on live today because the market's picking up a little bit. Let me look at the Bitcoin. Bitcoin's 62,975. It's up a couple thousand, $3,000, I think, from yesterday when it was down below, let's see, one day, 24 hours. I think it was below 60,000. Yeah, 59,552. So, like I say before, it's always when you're making these videos, it's hard to make them when Bitcoin's going down or trading sideways, and it's hard to make them. And not only is it hard to make them, not very many people want to watch it because if you're a Bitcoiner, you want to see things go up, not down. I don't think too many people are shorting Bitcoin right now. If they are, they're not. It's not a wise strategy. But anyway, I was looking for at the top trending stocks today, and of course you got BlackRock is one of the top trending stocks. It's up 3.59%. And then you got MicroStrategies, which is Michael Saylor, and he's a big Bitcoiner. It's up 15, almost 16% in one day. And then we got Coinbase up 7%. So the question is why? Why is this happening? And the answer is somebody's accumulating a lot of Bitcoin right now without there being a lot of bullish news for them to do it. So there's somebody accumulating Bitcoin. Yeah, MicroStrategies, wow, it's up 16% almost. So, and if you look at Saylor's kind of his way of running the company right now is just to buy Bitcoin, and he's just buying Bitcoin and becoming a YouTuber. So you got the billionaire YouTuber Michael Saylor, who's just buying Bitcoin, hanging on to it, and then as his balance sheet improves, he just buys more and keep buying and buying and buying. I heard him say the other day that he was going to buy no matter what the price was. He'll be buying for the rest of his life, regardless of what the price is. So here's Michael Saylor. If you don't know who he is, check him out online. So this guy he's a software company, made a lot of money. Actually, he's from the same state I'm from. He's from Lincoln, Nebraska. But I'm from the other side of the state. So anyway, he's just made a lot of money in his business. It went public. I think it's New York Stock Exchange stock, MicroStrategies. Where's it trade at? New York Stock Exchange. Oh, wow. MicroStrategies eyes $1 trillion valuation. Yeah, I'm on the internet. Hold on. Yeah, so sorry, I got somebody knocking at my door. But anyway, I'll just keep going with this. So you got, this is the thing, and this is what I'd like to make the video about. The problem we have today in today's world is that there's going to be a time, and it's going to come here very soon, where it doesn't make any sense to be in business. And the reason it's not going to make any sense to be in business is because, let me get this off the screen, because the inflation rate gets so high that your cost overhead is readjusting so quickly that it's hard to have any kind of strategy or any kind of long-term plan, because we don't know how quickly the money is being printed and how much is going to be printed, and that's going to really affect how much you can do with your business, how much you can spend, how much money you can do. Unless you have a very easy way of raising prices, you're never going to be able to keep up with the amount of inflation. And furthermore, if you're working for somebody, you're never going to be able to keep up with the amount of inflation by what they're paying you. So this is all going to be a problem, and it's basically coming down to the end game. And the end game probably is find some asset like Bitcoin that you can stay ahead of the inflation, at least keep your money together. I don't know anything can stay ahead of the inflation. I think it's going to pick up a lot, and I think we're probably going into some sort of hyperinflation if they don't do something pretty quickly. But so this is the thing, and then you see somebody like Michael Saylor, the strategy he's playing is he's just I don't know what he does with MicroStrategies anymore. If it's still, I'm sure they have clients to take care of, but I don't think he's aggressively running that company like he did before. Probably prior to him buying Bitcoin, he's just buying Bitcoin and putting it on the balance sheet, watching that improve in value, and saying, "Hey, that's making me more money than all the activities I have with my business." Well, how long before you think other companies are going to figure this out? I mean, look at this guy today. He's got almost a 16% profit today on his business. He's talking about having $1 trillion, $100 trillion. Okay. Michael Saylor says, I think he said $1 trillion. MicroStrategy aims for $1 trillion valuation as Bitcoin bank. Yeah, so he's just going to bank Bitcoin, and he's just going to keep banking it and banking it and banking it until he has $1 trillion market cap. So, and how much longer before some other companies, especially companies that have low margins, or they have just like Walmart. Let's take a look at Walmart. How long before Walmart realizes that, hey, by the time they pay employees 20, 30 bucks an hour, 40 bucks an hour, whatever it ends up being, because no one can survive on the minimum amount of money that they're making right now. And we do all this importing, and we got tariffs on us because Trump's probably going to get back in office, and he's going to put tariffs on countries and all this. How much longer would it take before a company like Walmart just says, why don't we just start putting Bitcoin on our balance sheet instead of having all these open stores? And they start closing stores because they don't make any money on the stores, or they probably will because they got some sort of benefit with the government. But how long before all that starts happening and the thing starts to collapse, and we got everybody just diving into something like Bitcoin or some other real estate or something like that ends up improving better than the rate of inflation? So that's the end game. And the other thing I've noticed a little bit about what's going on in today's world, I noticed that companies, businesses, the service businesses, they're trying to cut back. They're scaling back their workforces. They're scaling back the amount of customer, making sure the customer has everything, or making sure the customer's getting what they deserve, and customer service is what I'm saying. They're scaling back on customer service. They're trying to go more to AI. All kinds. I watched a video the other day about a guy that was talking about doing AI interviews. I mean, he's actually interviewing prospective employees by using an AI platform. So yeah, it's not going to be long until we just have everybody's trying to start using some sort of program to run their business because they can't afford to hire people at the wages they got to be hired. People are going to be unemployed because nobody can afford to hire them. And in the meantime, the void's going to be taken up with artificial intelligence and some sort of technology. And then at that point, what do the companies do? They just all start buying Bitcoin in order to keep their balance sheets improving instead of operating businesses. I've said this for a long time. It just seems to me like MicroStrategies and Michael Saylor are just like their front movies. They're the people that are making the move first. They're making these decisions right away, or they're making decisions pretty early. So anyway, just wanted to make a quick video about that. Like I said, Bitcoin's up today. I see it going up. Whenever it goes up, it gets me more interested in making a video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you.